Every day,
The Fat Controller
came to the station to catch his train,
he always walked over to have a word with Thomas the Tank Engine.
and he always nodded to Thomas and said,
Hello.
"Morning, Thomas."
He always said to Thomas,
Remember to be patient. You can never be as strong and fast as Gordon, the big blue engine, but you can be a really useful engine. Don't let those
silly trucks tease you.
There were lots of trucks at the station. They were silly and noisy. They talked too much and played tricks on engines that they were not used to.
And Thomas had to push and pull them into their right places.
Thomas worked very hard, pushing and pulling the trucks into place and getting them ready for the big engines to take on long journeys.
He knew now that he wasn't so clever as he'd thought, and he wanted to learn all about trucks so as to be a really useful engine. But on the siding, by themselves, were some trucks that Thomas was told he mustn't touch.
There was also a
Small coach, some flat trucks, and two queer things his driver called cranes. "That's the breakdown train, Thomas,
He told Thomas.
and when there's an accident, the workmen get into the coach and the engine takes them quickly to help the hurt people and to clear and mend the line. The cranes are for lifting heavy things like engines and coaches and trucks."
One day, Thomas was very busy in the yard. Suddenly, he heard an engine whistling.
Help! Help!
Help! Help!
"Help! Help!"
Help! Help! When he looked towards the line, he saw a goods train come rushing through, much too fast.
"Help! Help!"
Thomas could see that it...
The engine, a new one called James,
And James was very frightened. He was screaming and whistling.
his brake blocks were on fire, and smoke and sparks streamed out on each side.
They're pushing me! They're pushing me!
They're pushing me! They're pushing me!
"They're pushing me! They're pushing me! Those silly trucks are pushing me!"
They're pushing me! They're pushing me! He panted.
And the trucks just laughed. "Ha ha! Ha ha! Ba 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 ba! Ha ha! Ba ba ba! Ha ha! Ba ba ba!"
They were having lots of fun with James.
On! On!
On, laughed the trucks.
Poor James went faster and faster. He was still whistling and calling for help
Help! Help!
Help! Help!
as
Poor James
disappeared
Appeared under the bridge,
down the line.
whistling for help. "Help! Help!" Thomas the Tank Engine didn't know what to do. "Oh, I'd like to teach those trucks a lesson."
said Thomas the Tank Engine.
Then came the alarm.
Presently, a man came, running. "James is off the line."
"Fetch the breakdown train!" quickly shouted one of the men.
So Thomas was coupled on.
Onto the breakdown train.
The workmen jumped into their coach, and off they went. Thomas worked his hardest. Faster, faster. Faster, faster.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Hurry, 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 he puffed.
He wasn't pretending to be like Gordon. He really meant it.
Oh, bother those trucks and their tricks. I only hope poor James isn't hurt. Faster, faster.
Said Thomas as he hurried along.
They found James and the trucks at a bend in the line. The brake van and the last few trucks were on the rails, but the front ones were piled in a heap. James was in a field with a cow looking at him, and
James's driver and fireman were feeling him all over to see if he was hurt.
"Never mind, James.
They said,
It wasn't your fault."
It was those silly freight cars and your old
wooden brakes they gave you.
that caused the accident.
We always said your wooden brakes was no good. Thomas pushed the breakdown train alongside.
To James.
Then he pulled the unhurt trucks out of the way. Oh dear! Oh, don't hurt us, Thomas! Don't hurt us, Thomas!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, they groaned.
It serves you right! It serves you right!
Serves you right, serves you right.
Serves you right, serves you right.
Serves you right. Serves you right.
Puffed Thomas.
He was hard at work.
He puffed backwards and forwards all the afternoon, and he scolded the trucks. This'll teach you a lesson. This'll teach you a lesson.
This'll teach you a lesson, this'll teach you a lesson.
This'll teach you a lesson, this'll teach you a lesson.
This'll teach you a lesson. This'll teach you a lesson, he told the trucks.
And the trucks answered in groany, creaky sort of voices. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Said, yes it will, yes it will.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
They left the broken trucks, then with 2 cranes they put James back on the rails.
Then, when they put James back onto the rails, he tried to move, but he couldn't. So Thomas helped him back to the shed.
The fat controller was waiting anxiously for them.
He smiled when he saw Thomas.
Well, Thomas,
He said,
I've heard all about it, and I'm very pleased with you. You're a really useful engine. James shall have some proper brakes and a new coat of paint,
He said.
and you, well,
Thomas,
you shall have a branch line all to yourself. Oh, sir, thank you.
said Thomas, feeling very proud.
Now Thomas is as happy as can be. He has a branch line all to himself and puffs proudly backwards and forwards with 2 coaches
Called Annie and Clarabelle. Annie can only take passengers, and Clarabelle can take passengers' luggage and a guard. They are both old and need new paint, but Thomas puffs proudly backwards and forwards with them all day.
He's never lonely, because there's always some engine to talk to at the junction.
His friends, Edward and Henry,
Stop there quite often and tell him the news,
Gordon, the biggest and proudest engine, is always in a hurry.
and doesn't stop. But he never forgets to say to Thomas,
Boop, boop.
Poop, 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 poop.
and Thomas in return always whistles,
Peep, peep,
Beep, beep.
peep, peep. In return.